Hey Taurus, Kathleen here from Triple Threat Tarot, here to do your April read. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. I want to clear one thing up. I've found that there's some confusion in regard to the Triple Threat name for the brand. And I just want to point you in the direction of the About page on the YouTube channel itself. It gives you more clarity, and after I have this conversation with you, if you have any questions, you can look there, or you can ask me in the comments as well. But the name of the channel is actually Triple Threat, not because it's beauty, brains, etc. It has nothing to do with an ego-based reflection of self. It actually has to do with the Merkaba, which is the logo of the channel, and its meaning in the Kabbalah is light, spirit, breath. It is the electromagnetic field that channelers use to communicate with the divine, and that is the reason that I called it Triple Threat, right? It's that which generates the spark of life in all mankind. Oh, look at this Taurus. We've got Knight of Cups coming in, crossed by Nine of Pentacles. So I just wanted to clear that up for you. So additionally, this is not a general reading that I do, guys. If you're new to the channel, what I do is I actually intuit channel messages from Spirit, and whatever messages they want to communicate to whoever needs to hear it most within the collective of Taurus is what I'm going to speak to. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't this time, you can check out your moon, Venus, or rising sign, and something may resonate with you there better. They also may resonate with you better if you're looking for questions regarding love and romance, Venus for that, and rising sign for career or the reason you're here. Now, it may be included in the reading too. We'll just have to wait and see. Additionally, this is a future forward-looking reading. So things may not resonate because they haven't happened yet, right? I mean, if I was going to read to you about the past, what would be the point of tarot? So I have to communicate whatever messages are given to me from Spirit. I have to honor that. But I'm not going to dwell in the past, and I also do not choose in my readings to dwell on the ex, okay? I would rather look forward to the future, see what's coming towards you, give you some insight to reach your best and highest potential with what you have going on, rather than focusing on something that is overdone or focusing on the other person rather than you, yeah? So that's how my readings go. If you want to skip to the actual reading itself, no shade. It takes a minute to actually see jumpers out of the deck, but I am not going to pull them out of the deck. That's just not how I do it. There's no right or wrong way. It's just not how I do it. Additionally, what else? If you want to follow me over on Facebook and Instagram, I actually do contests over there and giveaways. I will also be giving away a gift box to those the first drawn of the first 50 subscribers for my channel. I'm at 43 right now, so I'm almost there. It's almost time to draw that gift box, and in it is some sage, some Palo Santo, some rose quartz, some quartz crystals, a little crystal bag. What else? Oh yeah, a dragonfly bracelet that I actually made, and some earrings, and a book on chakras. So it's actually a cool little giveaway box, and the box itself is really nice. If you're interested in that, hit that subscribe button, and let's get on with the reading. Okay, now that we've got these all laid out, I get the Knight of Cups coming in. This is someone rushing in with an offer of love, a communication of love. Yeah, they have their eye on you, and this could be masculine or feminine. We only deal in energies here. We don't deal in gender. So there is someone who's interested who's coming in. The obstacle to that is the Taurus that I'm reading for feels pretty good. Being single, right? You've got everything you need. You've got everything going on. You have the higher perspective here. You're completely okay with being by yourself. You actually don't look outside yourself to validate yourself anymore. You have a higher perspective here. Falcons are the only creature, or the only bird, I should say, that can hover. One of the few that can hover. And the grapevines here are all filled with fruit and coin. You know, you're all set. You don't need anybody else. So you have a full cup of love to offer, and this person, we don't know. Let's see what's going on here, okay? But that's the obstacle that has to be overcome here with this offer coming in, I think, for you. And normally this is the Querent card, But I almost don't think that it's you offering your cup to someone who's all set being single. Could be. Roles could be reversed. That's possible. Let's continue here and we'll figure out the story. Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. So the vibe that I get here is in the recent past, you had an Eight of Swords energy, which means that you had anxiety, worry, stress, this mental construct of going over and over what happened in the past, right? You felt bound, tied, like you couldn't move, and you're just coming out of that energy. So perhaps there's still work to be done there because the wheel has not turned for you yet in that regard. You're also focusing on your career and your work right here. And that's pretty obvious from being so well off. You've been working really hard on career or a project, a passion project, something you've got going on, you're spending a lot of time dedicating to it, and you're doing well because of that. So is love going to really be the focus when you've been through this most recently? And then in the immediate future, you've got the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is in reverse. And traditionally this could be someone in your environment who is not very nice, verbally not very nice. Intelligent, yes. Quick, smart, sarcastic possibly, narcissistic possibly. He's actually got this butterfly of transformation, and in the upright, very intuitive, has transformed, is emotionally intelligent, intellectually, makes good decisions for themselves, but this is in the reverse. So I almost feel like this is the person you dealt with the swords, that they had some harsh words with you. They said things to you that wounded you. And I think there's still some time needed to get over all of that. Okay, I think you're working on it, but I think there's time needed. And I think in the meantime, you're saying, I don't know if I'm going to take this offer. You've got other stuff going on here that you're focusing on. In the attitude here, there's a Two of Wands in the reverse. Ordinarily this would be the path laid out before you, and you're choosing which path. I don't really think that you see any other option here but to do what you're doing right now. You just got to focus on the career and getting that solid, firm foundation for yourself, because I think you're still dealing with the remnants of what happened in the past. And I don't see that you think you have any other options right now at the time being. And there were a lot of, again, swords here. This is Nine of Swords. This is, staying up nights. What could I have done? What could I have said? What should they have done? What should they have said? Anxiety, worry. This is just, being overwrought and overwhelmed in the mental mind. Okay? It's in the reverse now. So I feel like you're coming out of it. In your environment, you're coming out of it. But I still feel like it's just like lingering there because this wheel hasn't moved yet. And then in your hopes and fears, you've got Five of Swords. And this is somebody who wins at all costs. I think this King of Swords was possibly narcissistic. Some other kind of cluster B situation going on here, because this person won at all costs. They would say whatever was necessary to win, to get their own way. They didn't care who they hurt. They didn't care who walked away. But they would just say and do whatever, especially say whatever they needed to. Whatever they felt was appropriate to get what they wanted. And it didn't matter if it hurt someone. Didn't matter if it was a lie. Didn't matter. Okay? And this is in the reverse too. I think you don't want to deal with anyone like that. And there's this concern about whoever comes in having to deal with this energy again right now. And you're like, no. And then at the final outcome, and I say this because this is the going inside, finding your inner light, going through the dark night of the soul, kind of going back over the past and trying to see what part did I play in it? What made me susceptible to this type of person? How did I put up with this? You're starting to see the truth about who and how and you are in relationships and what it was that you did or didn't do that got you there, so that you can gain some clarity so you are never there again. And in the meantime, you just focused on career, okay? And I will tell you that when you come out of this Hermit energy here, I think this is absolutely the right thing to do based on what's going on here. Absolutely the right thing to be doing right now, okay? Because you're looking good here, right? So I understand why the focus is there, and it makes sense to me that you're going in and doing this. Because in the end, you end up getting Three of Cups. And, you know, the Three of Cups can be read as joy, celebration, etc. When I look at the Three of Cups, I think about 3 representing you. You know, 3 represents the person that you're reading for. And right now, the intuition that I get from this is you're going to have reason to celebrate. You're going to become joyous again. You're going to become happy in your life, you know. You're going to be content and peaceful. Reason for celebration here, okay? Celebration about you and having done your inner work and having done this career work. It's all going to make a difference in how your life is going forward. So I think this temporary respite that you've got is absolutely the right thing to do right now. And, you know, couldn't have picked a better time to do it, quite honestly. And you're going to be happy you did. Very happy you did. Because then your cup is going to be full. And you're going to be offering a full cup to someone who's offering you back a full cup. You know what I mean? In the future. That karmic wheel will turn once you come out of that hermit state when you're ready. And you've done all the work that you need to do on self. And you're going to be celebrating who and how and what you are and what you've become. 9 of Swords. I mean, I'm telling you, there has just been this like really brutal battle here. 5 of Cups. This is ruminating on the past. This is looking at the 3, the self, what the self did or didn't do in relationships, the self in failed relationships, quote, failed, which are really actually lessons, guys. There's never really a failure. It's a lesson. You either take the lesson and learn from it and move on and the karmic wheel turns, or you ruminate on the past and you don't move on. There are 2 cups here waiting for you, you know? There are 2 cups here. There is a relationship that's waiting for you, but you're focused on the past. And once you get through this, once you take this, then this is the right thing to do when you're in this energy, is to start focusing on, like, what did I do to get there? How come I'm there, you know? And when you're talking about spiritual awakening, you know, this can take some time. Depends on what the situation is and who you are and how you're processing and all that kind of stuff. But when you come out of it, you're going to be a whole person again, you know? And you're not going to run into this energy anymore. You won't have to worry about taking up offers because you will feel good in your own skin, and you'll know how to handle the situation in the future, okay? You'll have standards instead of expectations. It's all going to start working out for you. Emperor, yep. Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups repeats here, right? Knight of Cups. And then you get the Emperor card. The Emperor is someone who strategizes. It's like if you're playing a game of chess with someone, they'd be the person across from you that is 5 moves out before you've even decided like where to move your pawn. Like they have it going on, okay? The Emperor in the upright is a great card to get. And I think your strategy about developing your career and working on the things that you have some control over, and trying to focus on your internal self is a great strategy. And the Knight of Cups is here twice, so I don't think this card is going anywhere, okay? I don't think that person is going anywhere. I think everything that you're doing, you know, if they're supposed to be in your life, they will be in your life. But I think that your strategy is a good strategy, okay? Absolutely. It's a masculine energy with the Emperor, but, you know, maybe you're looking for the Empress, someone who also has a full cup and is ready to receive and ready to give, just like you are. You know what I mean? 7 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. So again, 2 of Wands repeats here. 7 of Pentacles is planting the seeds and waiting for them to grow. So this is about doing all this work and waiting for this career, the career seeds that you've planted, or this hobby or creative endeavor or whatever it is, to grow. And, you know, you can see here, this is what's going to happen, right? You're going to be rocking it there, okay? We've got a couple of repeaters here, so the message is pretty clear that this is what you're supposed to be doing. You have to remember, when you have 2 78 card decks, the fact that you're going to get out of, you know, like 15 cards that you're going to get repeaters, you know, the odds are not that great. When you get several repeaters, the message is pretty solid, right? Okay. Let me get something else for you. Let me see. What do I want to look at? I want to look at animal spirit cards for you guys. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do, Taurus. Ooh, elk right off the bat. Sturdy, stable, reliable. Dragonfly, not swallowing yourself up with your emotions, skimming the surface of the emotional plane. Mental darting back and forth, though. There's a quick mental energy here, and all these swords, even though you're not an air sign, all these swords indicate a lot of mental angst, right? Has gone on, a lot of consideration, a lot of strategy. You've got the Emperor here, strategizing, planning, figuring out how to control your universe better. And yeah. Can I get an animal spirit card for Taurus, please? Animal spirit card for Taurus for April, please. Animal spirit card for Taurus for April. We got 2. Okay. We got the panther and the zebra. I love the zebra. The zebra energy is, you know, you're not like anyone else and there's a reason, right? There's some psychic intuition going on here. And panther, I mean, let me just read it to you because I think this is annihilation of what's unnecessary and purging that doesn't belong. So this is trying to focus on the best version of you, right? And how to get there. And that's what that Hermit card is all about. The panther won't stand to see our growth energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc. With the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives, it's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. That's where you're getting all these swords from. This is a lesson. That was a lesson. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us much better people. Trust the panther's journey always will lead you to a brighter place. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. It's a lesson that had to be learned, and sometimes they're very uncomfortable, but I think what you're doing is absolutely the right thing to be doing. At least that's the indication from the cards, okay? I'm just going to get zebra here if I can find him. Come on. Zebra, where are you? I know it's in this. Oh, here we go. Creative and visionary. Zebras are the most precious of all gems. They are young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldwide view while having a blast. Zebras like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. Let's hope so. But the other energy I get from zebra is, you know, that zebras are different and they stand out. And there's a reason that zebras stand out, because they're supposed to, because they were made that way. Okay. So I think all of this has been a lesson. I think that this was necessary for you to get to this spiritual awakening that you're going through in this self-development. And you're going to stand out even more, but in a positive way. Okay. You're going to be the light in the rainbow here for the other people who look towards you as something to emulate. And you're going to have this joy and curiosity and spark about life. You know, when it talks about being able to go at a moment's notice and travel and all of that kind of stuff, that is what zebra energy is all about. But you can't get there when you're tied up with all these swords, right? This is not zebra, okay? This is not zebra, right? But once you go through this, right? And this is zebra. So, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I know. It's a little bit of a, yeah. So let's see, what do we want? I want Moonology real quick here, just to get an overall ending theme for you guys. But you know what you're doing. And the work that you're doing is important at this stage in your spiritual development. Just stick to it. You're doing the right thing, okay? Sometimes people focus on career because, you know, they're trying to avoid dealing with something. You're actually focusing on career so that you can work on self. That's a great thing. It's awesome. Okay, Moonology, can I get a card for Taurus, please, for April? Can you give me, like, an overall statement for the reading? Oh, your conclusions are within reach. Okay. So, you know, I don't think you're going to be here forever. I think this is just a temporary phase. And, you know, this Nine of Cups isn't going anywhere. He showed up twice, he or she. Okay? So, Take the time you need. Do what needs to be done. And it also says a time to give rather than take. And Zebra said, and that's at the bottom of the deck, Zebra talked about volunteer work. So that might be something that you might want to do or might want to consider. You know, in all of this work that you're doing, you might want to also consider doing some volunteer work, because that will ultimately help you with gratitude and all of these other aspects of self, appreciating what we have and giving back. Okay? It's come out twice for you, both in the Zebra card and here. So that's definitely a consideration that might move you forward a little bit faster in your journey to self-healing. Okay? All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you today. As I said, if you want to, check me out on Facebook or Instagram. And otherwise, I will see you at the mid-month reading. I may do a quickie, like all signs reading at that point. In between, I will be doing other things as well. And hit that subscribe button if you want to be included in that spiritual gift box giveaway, okay? There's more information about it over on Instagram. I started posting that about 2 months ago when I started the YouTube channel. And so when I got to 50 subscribers, that's what I would do. So that is coming up now. And, you know, it's pretty good odds, right? So, all right. I'll talk to you later, Taurus. Love you guys. Take care.